Nikita, have you seen any vision of Ben Horn? Have you been able to study anything like that, or is he a bit of an unknown?
No, I've studied him a little bit. I've collected the data that I feel will be beneficial for me to execute my game plan.
Is it going to go more than a round this time with him?
You have to wait and see. I don't like giving myself any expectations either. I'm prepared for a 6-round war, but anything can happen.
Your brother said the other day he doesn't think it goes past a round. You know, if he's putting that pressure on you, your dad in his first fight as well, took advice about knocking someone out in the first round. Is that your plan as well, or are you just going to roll with it?
No, again, like he can say these things, but I'm still sticking to this idea that he can go 6 rounds. I'm not going to underestimate him either. It can go either way.
Ben Horn mentioned yesterday that he thinks that he sees flaws that he's going to try and take advantage of. Do you see any flaws in yourself?
Yeah, I do have flaws. Everyone has flaws, and that's good because he's going to be a little bit more confident, and it's going to be that much sweeter when I see him break.
How do you feel going into this fight as opposed to your first two professional?
So could you repeat that?
How do you feel going into this fight as opposed to your last
Well,
two?
it's all kind of same same preparation, same. I'm living in a routine at this point in time, and nothing's really changed. The same kind of, the same day-to-day actions, the same diet, everything's kind of just, yeah.
Are the nerves still there, or do they get less?
That's actually getting a lot easier to deal with. There's a lot more confidence and a lot more just ease of mind going into this next fight.
When was the last time you would have fought in Sydney?
Sydney, that's a tough one. My last fight where I was in actual close to Sydney was Richmond. That was for the New South Wales state titles for 2014 in January. But Sydney, ooh, I couldn't say.
Yeah, right. So
Is Richmond Sydney? I don't know. It's kind of like on the outside.
So I mean, it must be nice to know that you're going to have hometown support. Fight in front of your friends and family at home. Just talk about that.
Yeah, it's nice to have just the people that I've grown up with, the people I know, be able to actually go to the fights. It's a little bit difficult sometimes when it's out of state and they have a lot further to travel, but yeah, it's nice being in your hometown.
Do you remember a lot of your amateur fights? Do you have a good memory for who you fought where and when?
It's pretty faded, not gonna lie. But there's little glimpses of here and there. The most memorable moments were the negative ones and the ones that stuck, because they're the ones that taught me the most, and I've grown from them. So these kind of lessons, like my first loss was in Sydney. It was after my second Australian title. I got a little bit cocky, and there was a lot of embarrassment for the first time fighting in front of my family and friends that I lost very, very convincingly. So that is always replaying in my mind, and that mentality is forcing me to stay sharp, to stay prepared, and never underestimate anyone.